Hello everybody, welcome back to the Paddy Does Wormbro channel, and today we're doing something new. A bit of a secret, it's not really a secret, I've told a few people, but a new run that I recorded a couple months ago when I wasn't feeling very well and had a week off work and just did it. This is going to be Paddy Does Wormbro, the Broken Sword Report. Paddy Does One Broke? That's better. That's much better. We'll call it that. Paddy Does One Broke. As you can see, I'm playing Dark Souls 1 again for the first time in a very long time, using the broken sword as a weapon of choice. Now, the reason for this run, twofold. I'm getting a lot more confident in these stupid challenges recently. My successes in Bloodborne have made me cocky and confident to the point of insufferable at this point. So I wanted to try something that I've kind of always had an eye on, but never felt confident enough to do. Now, again, second reason is I've always enjoyed, there's a YouTuber called Zero Lenny, who is the god of the Broken Sword. He uploads Broken Sword runs, Torch runs of Bloodborne, Broken Sword runs of all the Souls games, and other challenges of that ilk, beating games with the worst weapon in the game. I've always enjoyed his stuff. He's an absolute treasure of a channel. If you've not seen him, go watch. It's really funny. It's going to be better than this. Just stop watching this. Go watch him instead. It's better. But I've always wanted to give it a go. So I've decided this time it's Dark Souls 1. He put out a very, very helpful tutorial video about how to do this, which is kind of what made me confident enough to give it a go. So I'm kind of going to be following his guide for the most part and seeing if I can do this thing. So the rules of the run are very, very simple. Make a character, find a broken sword, use that to kill everything else in the game. Now, the run does have a couple of problems because there is no class that starts with one. You have to farm it, so the kind of early game's going to be a bit iffy, but it's fine. Look, I literally can't get one until a certain point. Come on, be nice. So, first things first, I have to make a boy. A new special boy. A sweet boy. I kind of just made a buff version of me with different hair. It's fine. I mean, my hair's different now anyway, but, you know, he's fine. Look at him. Look at One Broke. Look at his face. Isn't he good? Look at his good face. That's a face you can take home to mum. So, immediate problem. We start the run. In the cell. Here we go. Hello. Look at my bacon form. Immediate problem. I've only got this crappy sword hilt, which does like 2 damage. And I don't have a broken sword. Now, the thing is, regular standard hollows, like the ones you find in the asylum, can drop it. And I have been led to understand that the ones in the asylum can drop it. So, I probably spent best part of an hour running around the asylum, slapping everyone I could see with this crappy stick. I ended up switching out to the club because the sword hilt is just pain. It is just pain. So I ended up switching out to the club just to get this weapon farmed out, and no joy. I tried and I tried and I tried, and I got to a point where I had to call it for my own sanity because I wasn't 100% sure if it even dropped here, so I could have been there for 5 hours and nothing, and that's not fun. So decided just to go and kill Asylum Demon with a club like an absolute bitch. My promise is that I will go back at the end in New Game Plus, and I'll go fighting with a broken sword at the end, and that'll be fine, right? That'll be fine. Yeah, promise. Scout's honour. Thanks, Mum. So, yeah, get back to Majula. Here we are. We're at the main game. So now I need to go find a broken sword. There's a few different places you can try and do this, so I decided to head to the easiest one first of all. Downstairs in New Londo Ruins, with all these hollows that just kind of chill out down there. And I ran around. I got a little loop going where I'd run around, batter them all, see what dropped. And again, after half an hour, maybe 100, 150 of these hollows killed, not a single one had dropped. And again, I'm thinking, do they even drop? Do these particular hollows even drop it? I don't know. So I kind of gave up on this as well, and it's time to go on a big long loop around the early game using the master key, which I never usually take, but I think on this run it was important. Time to do a big long stupid loop. So the way this loop works is to get around to the parish without doing the tourist demon. So I had to go, as you all know, down to New Londo, then back up through the Valley of the Drakes, ignoring Blighttown for the moment. I grabbed the fire shield from in front of the big rotten dragon, and then die very hard. First one, ding ding. Then kind of die to these blue dragons a bit. Down the bottom, I kind of forgot how strong they were, and not really having any gear to speak of or offense ability. Normally I can roll past these guys quite well, but my timing was a bit off, so I died to these guys a bit. Finally reached the Darkroot back door. Hit up the bonfire there. Didn't sit down though, not that stupid. Run around, grab that grass crest shield, which is one of the reasons you come this way in the first place. Avoid the Black Knight. Run back inside, look back all the way up through Darkroot Garden, run past the Titanite Demon, say hello to Andre. Alright, mate. Cut across the parish, find the shortcut, go down the ladder, the lift, sorry, open the lift up, go down, tag that shortcut, and then back up. And now it's time to farm out a weapon. For some reason, the big guy outside, you know the big guy, the Nicky Knight, for some reason he just died. I don't know what killed him. It wasn't me, but he definitely died. So, I'll take it. Grit the Firekeeper Soul while I'm here. There's no need to cut the footage of that in. Everyone does it. And yeah, decide to go upstairs and start battering Broken Sword Hollows for a while. Now, while I was doing this, I decided to turn human because the drop rate is much better. And no sooner had I done that than I was invaded by a Chud. Full giant armor, dark magic using Chud. I even took all my weapons off to show him that I was harmless, and I was killed by this Chud. You suck, Dick Wraith. You suck. So, reload the game, go offline, become human, much easier. So, fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. Now, this took a while, again, another half an hour, but I knew it would definitely drop from these guys, so I kind of persevered. It took a while, but I eventually got the drop that I needed. I have achieved my broken sword. I'm excited. Here we go. So I head back down to Andre, level it up a little bit, get it to about a +3, then head back to try and farm out a second broken sword, because we need 2 for this run. We're going to infuse them different ways, so I need a second one. I did try and do this with the broken sword, and frankly, it was interminable. All I'm doing is farming a weapon out, so I don't care. I just used the club for the moment. Bite me. Come on, it's not fair. It's too much. It's too slow. It's too miserable. It's too boring. All I'm doing is farming. I do not care. So I equip my club, whack a few boys, get my second broken sword drop, run around a little bit, get that bad boy leveled up to a +5. So I now have my main weapon for the run. Equip that bad boy. Get my +5 broken sword, and now it's time to try and get a little bit of extra juice in there before we actually push on with the main game proper. This is the last step, this is the last bit of pissing around, and then we can actually go and play the video game. So, I need to get this weapon infused. I need this weapon to have an extra component of damage, and we're trying to go Divine. Divine is quite useful for this stage of the game. It scales, well, it doesn't really scale amazingly, but it's an extra bit of damage. We can get it very, very early. So, I need 2 things for this. I need a green Titanite, and I need an Ember. So we're going to go after the Titanite first. This was torture. Running down through the catacombs, I died several times. Let's just say several on the way down through the catacombs. I forgot how tricky the skeletons could be. I forgot how tricky the pyromancers could be. Died several times on this one, and I think I actually missed the drop once. I landed just next to it and died. But I dropped down, I find that one little green Titanite that's hiding down the hole on the way down to Vamos. Say hello to Vamos. Don't touch the bonfire. Good God, do not touch that bonfire. Just in case you sit it by accident, and at that point, you're fucked. Duke around the skeleton worm wheels, because I'm just a king now, and just have a go at pinwheel with this regular +5 broken sword. Didn't go well, died to pinwheel, but that's okay. You're allowed to die to pinwheel because you're a strong boy and you have no weapon yet. It's fine. So after dying, sacrificed all that off, decided to whiz back to Darkroot Garden, went down the normal way, grabbed Witch Beatrice from under the stairs. You're allowed to bring one summon for this run. It's in Lenny's video that shows you how to do it. You're allowed to bring one summon. So bring Beatrice, nip up those stairs, batter the Boonlight Butterfly in about 3 minutes. Totally all me. Yep, 100%, that counts. Grab that Divine Ember from the top of the stairs, slap it into Andre, who's like, oh, thank you for the Ember. And then finally turn that +5 broken sword into a Divine broken sword. And now we have our weapon for the run, and the run can finally bloody begin. A lot of pissing about in this episode. Didn't really start off with any particular boss kills. Moonlight Butterfly doesn't really count, I don't think. But we're going to get into it properly on the next episode. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this new, weird little experiment. I'm trying some different stuff before another game comes out. I wonder what it would be. Oh, Elden Ring. It's not Elden Ring, it's Elden Ring. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.